Unit ready.
Infantry reporting. Loud and clear.
Unit ready. Unit lost.
We got it. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Taking heavy fire.
Unit ready.
It's a bit laggy here.
Unit reporting.
Just a
Structure
bit.
sold.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
It's alright.
Awaiting orders. Infantry
It's playable.
Unit
Yeah.
lost.
Moving out. Moving out. Loud and clear. Got it. Got it. Moving out. Moving out. Got it. Got it. Sir. Awaiting orders. Loud and clear.
Training. Unit ready. Construction complete. Unit ready.
Definitely control harvesters a little easier when it's this slow.
Insufficient
That is
funds.
true.
Awaiting order. You got it.
Top left is out.
Bottom left out.
Loud and got it. Moving out. Loud and got it. Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Moving out. Sir.
Construction complete.
Sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Yes, sir.
Top left still has a good amount of infantry left in his base.
He does, yeah.
You got it, sir. Loud and clear. Infantry reporting. Sir. Unit ready. On my way.
Training. Unit ready.
Waiting order. You got it. Infantry reporting. Infantry reporting.
Construction
Waiting order.
complete.
Loud and clear.
Low power. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost.
That
Unit lost.
that lake hurt you, Obaid.
Waiting order. Got it. Loud and clear. Moving out. Infantry reporting. Got it. Loud and clear.
Are you still on the mic with us, man?
You got it. Waiting, sir. Good as done.
I don't know if he's inter-channel still or not.
On my way. Unit reporting.
Construction complete. New construction options. Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders. You got it.
Unit lost.
Infantry reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Sir, on my way.
New construction options. Building.
You got it.
Construction complete. Base under attack. Structure sold. Building.
I'm taking heavy fire.
Unit ready.
Infantry reporting.
Construction complete.
Loud and clear. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Waiting. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting.
Unit ready. Building.
Loud and clear.
So bottom left has a pad. He just got teched.
Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Unit
Loud
ready.
and clear. Sir, orders received. Sir, moving out.
He's got about 10 infantry between you and me, too.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Waiting order. I'm taking
Construction complete.
waiting order. Got it.
Structure sold.
Yes, sir.
Building. Unit ready.
I'll scout top left if... Oh, you're already up there. Never mind.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Harvester under attack. Building.
Bottom left Titans on the move. He got an EMP.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Order.
Unit ready.
Loud and clear.
Building.
Sir, on my way. Away we go.
Unit ready. On hold. Building.
Orders received. Waiting going out. Infantry reporting. Waiting order. Loud and clear.
Construction complete. Building. Unit lost.
Infantry reporting. Got it. Waiting orders. Orders received. Unit ready. Unit ready. Pilot reporting. Orders received. Pilot reporting. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Infantry reporting. Loud and clear.
Construction complete. Our ally is under attack. Building.
Pilot reporting.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Ready. Yes, sir. Away we go. Unit ready.
Building. Unit lost. On hold. Unit lost.
Sir. Over there.
Construction complete. Building. Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
Sir. Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Orders received.
Unit lost.
Sir. Waiting orders. Waiting. Yes, sir. Order waiting received. Sir. Over and out.
Yeah, like 20 infantry by your MK.
Pilot report. Over and
Construction complete.
out. Waiting orders.
Building.
Sir. Sir. Unit report ready. Waiting orders. Yes. I'm on way. Pilot
Unit ready.
ready. Ready. Pilot reporting. Unit ready. Yes, sir. Ready. Unit ready.
Unit ready.
Unit reporting. Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Ready.
funds.
Over and out. Unit ready, sir. Ready. Waiting, yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
Unit ready. Waiting orders. Ready. Yes, orders received. On my way. On my way.
Unit ready.
Are we just gonna finish this, or what's the plan?
Ready.
Uh,
Over and out.
mortally, well,
Orders received.
I'm gonna, let's slow to bottom left down a bit.
Orders
Okay.
received. Over and out.
Bottom left's at me.
On my way.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Ready. Orders received.
Construction complete. Building.
Ah, pick up,
Construction
motherfucker!
Oh no.
Unit reporting. Ready. Unit ready. Yes, sir. On out. Yes,
Unit
sir. Yes,
ready.
sir. Moving out. Orders received. Sir. Waiting orders. Sir. Sir. You got it. Waiting orders. On my way. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Waiting order. Unit ready. Unit ready. Sir. Unit reporting.
Construction complete.
Ready.
Unit ready.
Sir. Ready. You got it. Ready.
Unit lost.
Unit ready. Unit reporting.
Unit lost.
Sir. Ready.
Unit
No,
ready.
don't die. Oh, save my MK. That was
Ready.
nice.
Pilot reporting.
Unit ready.
Warm up.
Building.
Ready. Unit reporting. Unit reporting. On my way.
Repairing.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Unit ready. Unit repaired.
Waiting
Repairing.
order. Orders received. Unit ready. Unit ready. Orders received.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
The hell?
Unit ready.
Oh,
Sir.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here. Building.
Sir.
Structure sold.
Warm up. Waiting orders. Ready.
Unit repaired. Unit ready.
you're in top left.
Okay.
Orders received. Orders received. Orders received.
I wanted to die if it doesn't have to.
Complete.
Sir.
Building.
He was a good man.
Waiting order.
Construction complete.
Away we go. Sir. Ready.
Building.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Ready. Ready. Yes, sir. Ready. Yes, sir. Sir. No problem. Yes, sir. Ready. Orders received. Orders received.
Construction complete.
Waiting orders.
Bottom left's at you, by the way.
Okay.
Waiting orders. Waiting orders. Waiting orders.
Unit lost.
Pilot report. On my way. Unit sir. Ready.
Unit lost.
Waiting orders.
Unit
Orders
lost.
received.
Harvester under attack.
Sir, on my way. Orders received. Ready. Pilot report. Yes, sir. Sir, ready. On my
Unit
way, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Building. Building.
Ready. Sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Sir, awaiting orders. Moving out. Awaiting orders.
Unit prepared. Unit ready. Preparing. Construction complete. Building. Unit repaired. Unit ready. Preparing.
Yes, sir. Away we go. Sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
No problem. Ready.
Building.
Orders were sent out.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Structure sold. Building.
Unit ready.
Construction complete.
Moving out. No problem.
On left's actually putting in a good effort.
Yeah.
Unit ready. Building. Training. Unit
Is that
ready.
blue part there? Or what are you doing with your harvester there, babe?
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
Pilot reporting. Ready. Yes, sir. Death from above. Pilot reporting. Sir. Away we go. Awaiting orders.
Unit ready.
On my way.
Construction
On my way.
complete.
Over and out. On my way.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Ready.
Unit ready.
If you could get the Sams for me, that would be
Complete.
On my way. Waiting.
delicious.
Waiting orders.
Oh.
Lost.
Oh, hover. Oh, no.
Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir. Ready.
Unit ready.
Unit ready. No.
Oh, it died.
You got it.
This is so cruel.
Sir. Waiting orders. Ready. Waiting orders. Waiting.
Unit ready.
Over and out. Sir. Moving out. Sir. Over and out. Over and out. On my way. On my way. Sir.
Unit lost.
Bottom,
Waiting. On my way.
bottom left side
Unit
of me.
lost. Building.
Sir. Unit reporting. Ready. Waiting orders. No problem.
Unit lost.
Taking heavy fire. Away we go. Sir.
Construction complete. Unit lost. Building offline. Building.
Unit ready. Yes, sir. Waiting orders received. Death from above. Ready. Yes, sir.
Oh, you lost it.
Sir. Warm up.
Harvester under attack.
Sir.
Construction complete.
Sir.
Unit lost. Structure sold.
Unit ready.
Harvester under attack.
Waiting orders. You got it.
EM pulse cannon ready. New construction options.
Sir. Unit ready.
Building.
Sir.
Construction complete. Building. Training. Select target. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Unit ready.
Sir. Warm up. Unit ready. I'm taking heavy fire.
Unit ready. Training. Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Unit reporting. Moving out.
Game obeyed.
Unit ready.
Way to fight, brother.
Unit ready.
Way to fight, my friend.
Unit ready.
Oh, top left lives.
On my way.
G-Unit is the champ for
I
now.
will kill myself.
What, obey?
He's gonna kill
I
himself.
will die.
Player was
Oh.
defeated.
Well, you had the right idea to.
And the team was stacked.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
they
just
weren't.
messing around. It's alright though. You had the right idea to keep attacking. Although early on you built a like an EMP right away. You went fast tech and EMP. It's either you go fast tech and attack and then build the EMP, or you go fast, kind of like build up defense and EMP and then counter. You don't want to try and do both at the same time because you're not going to be effective.
Obi was top left.
Oh, Obey,
Yeah, it was
you were top
top
left? Oh, I thought you were. I'm sorry, I thought you were bottom left.
No. The one thing I would say is you let me just get too much advantage with my infantry, because obviously you didn't send all your infantry out. And then with my dismount, it meant I was just able to pin you back. it's infantry battles on terrace are just so key. If you can get the upper hand early on with infantry, it makes a massive difference.
So true.
I mean, top left is quite a weak spot for infantry. Say for infantry, but if you lose the infantry battle, top left can be tricky, because obviously if they can get the dismen on the cliff, they can really slow you down.
Yeah, and it's fine to send infantry early like you did, or smaller mounts, but once you realize he's doing the same thing and he's got way more inf, just back up and get all yours together so that you can win the battle, or it's pretty even.
At least fight the battle further away from your base, so that if you do lose, you've got the time to adjust your build order. So say, for example, if you're top left and you're planning on 4 refing into tech, which is a standard build for top left, you can switch it to a 5 ref and build more inf and take care of the extra infantry that comes at you. Or alternatively, you can carry on 4 refing, but you don't build a harvester or titans. You just go straight into tech, radar, component tower, sell the radar for the infantry.
You understand what he's telling you, mate?
What?
I said, do you understand those tips that he's giving you?
Yes, I'm listening.
So when I was sending my infantry to you, when you backed up, that was the right thing to do. But you should have sent your extra infantry out to meet up with your other infantry, so that it was effectively an even battle.
So energy, what do you think besides those things you're pointing out? But let's say reasonable players, people who play Terrace a lot, and they're inf battling. What do you think some of the biggest mistakes good or decent players make with their regular infantry battles?
I mean, I'm not the best with infantry, to be honest. But
oh yeah!
Oh wow! Look at this guy. What's up, Johnny boy? Yeah, I'm streaming, man.
All special viewers.
Yeah. You want to come play? We need a 4th.
How you guys been?
That'd be good.
Huh?
You want to come play? We need a 4th.
No, I can't do it, bro.
All right.
I miss you, though.
Miss you too, man. How's life?
Pretty good, just same old same. Trying to stay busy and not play too many video games.
Yeah, that's good.
You been hacking them peepees?
Here and there. So, so energy. Share your thoughts there, and then we'll ask John, because John's got some thoughts on it. So, what was yours?
I would say, crikey. Oh god. I mean, the very best infantry guys with inf will, if they're GDI and they're obviously got dismen, they will use their dismen very effectively. So Cambria is a great example of someone who uses his discmen really well, force firing and basically controlling the engagement, making them back up, and just trying to do some chip damage until you're ready to get a good engagement. Moving the infantry around too much once you engage. Obviously, the more your infantry's moving, the less they're firing. And then, what tends to happen is that people get late. Some people can get a little bit lazy with them. So what you'll notice is that some of the infantry at the back aren't doing anything or firing at all. So they've killed the initial infantry, and then they just stand there, not doing anything, whilst your infantry at the front are getting smashed.
Right. And
you'll see cases where it's like, well, someone who's got less infantry is beating you because you're beating somebody with more infantry, because they're just not switched on. So if you're going to be lazy, use G for guard, so at least make your infantry do some attacking. But my infantry isn't the greatest. I mean, if you can, two or three groups that you keep selecting and getting them to concentrate on, 1 or 2 inf at a time, rather than all your infantry firing at different infantry. So you concentrate on your fire basically. But then you don't want to use all your infantry on, you don't want to have them all grouped as one and then just attack one single infantry each time because it's just overkill. You're not doing as much damage as you could do.
Right. Hey, do you know how many light infantry shots it takes to kill a light infantry?
In one go?
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's 20.
20 inf to kill one.
So 20, like if I just put a light infantry on your light infantry guy, told him to shoot him, I think he'd have to shoot him 20 times, which means, you know, if the average inf battle is, let's say, 35 to 45 light infantry and maybe some discman in there, yeah, if you select your whole group in the beginning, like you're talking about, you're overkilling it by 20 people. But once that group gets down till 20-ish men, then you're not overkilling it.
Right.
And then discman, I forget what it is, but I think it's like 6 or 7 disc shots to kill one inf. Sounds a little high though, but it was something like that, surprisingly.
New construction options. Unable to comply.
Who do we got on the
Building in
teams?
progress. Construction complete.
Me and thee again.
You and me,
Building.
yeah, alright. Hey, Johnny boy, you still with us?
What up, what up?
Construction
You always did pretty good with
complete.
infantry.
Building.
What was your
Unit
take on
ready.
the things that
Unit
decent
ready.
players do with infantry that is
Unit
bad?
ready.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
If you're playing someone of equal skill level, don't try to get too
Unit
fancy with it
ready.
because they're going to do the same thing and you're
Training.
just going to kind of
Unit
over
ready.
control. And
Unit ready.
you know, like you're saying,
Unit
put it in different
ready.
groups. So if you have like a really big infantry rush, put it in like 3
Training.
groups. You have a medium infantry rush, put it in 2
New
groups.
construction options.
And about as fast as you could click
Unit
for them to
ready.
attack, they'll kill the infantry almost instantly.
Unit ready.
Then you can,
Unit ready.
you know. Also, like good players like Cambria,
Unit ready.
they will.
Unit ready.
Sorry to get distracted. They
Unit
will
ready.
kind of sacrifice
Unit ready.
a little bit
Unit lost.
on their base
Unit
building
ready.
and spend a little bit more time microing their infantry,
Unit lost.
but it works out good for them
Structure sold.
because they slow you more than they slow
Training.
themselves.
Unit
Gotcha.
ready.
Yeah, I'm one of those
Unit
players
ready.
that can be guilty of being lazy or sloppy with
Unit
infantry
ready.
these days. Back in the old days, I was the exact opposite, so now capitalize
Top
on
left
it
is
more.
out.
Unit lost.
Alright, bomb left still at his base. What about secrets for engagement, John? Like, I know some people use
Construction
stop,
complete.
some don't. Are you a guy that uses stop?
If you group them properly, then it doesn't really matter because you want to micro the 2 groups or 3 groups so you engage properly. And then like Christopher Robbins was just saying, if you have a really big group, you have some in the back, you want to kind of just put the ones on back on guard and let them kind of naturally go around so they don't go the long way.
Infantry report. Yes, sir.
Just takes a lot of practice.
Construction complete.
I suggest people 4 or 5 ref a whole lot until they get good at infantry rush before they try to do the other fancy stuff.
Structure sold.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders.
You have a lot of players that want to play really fancy right away, and they never really get the basics, and it just kind of takes them a lot longer to get good. Well, that's just my opinion.
Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Unit lost. Building.
Good tips,
Unit
boys.
lost.
Good tips.
Building. Unit lost.
Bomb left is scouted. He's got Titans already.
Infantry report. Moving out. Out and clear. You got it. Moving out. Awaiting orders. You got it.
Construction complete.
Uh,
New construction.
Bomb left's got
options.
infant me.
Building. Building.
Infantry reporting. Out and clear.
Unit
Yeah, he's only
lost.
got about 8 or so leftover ones.
Yes, sir. Reporting. You got it.
Unit
Actually,
ready.
back between us right now.
Construction complete. New construction options. Unit ready. New construction options. Structure sold. Building. Unit ready. Construction complete. New construction options.
Out and infantry reporting.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Units men out.
Scouted, bomb left just got a
Base
radar. I
under
don't know why
attack.
he's so slow. I'll get
Building.
a Orca
Unit
and Scout top
ready.
left for you.
Construction complete.
Top
New
left
construction
has got
options. Building.
tines out at me.
Structure sold.
Infantry reporting. Moving out.
Construction complete.
Alright,
Building.
I'll go Scout with the Orca.
Over and out.
Bottom left is going Titans as well.
Sir. Awaiting order. Yes, sir. Unit ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Construction complete.
Orders received. Yes, sir. Yes, on my way.
Unit
Alright,
lost.
top left is Scout a little bit.
New construction options.
Infantry reporting.
Structure sold.
I got some Titans to bottom left.
Building.
Unit reporting. Yes, awaiting orders. Loud and clear. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Loud
Unit
and
ready.
ready. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Yeah, been playing a little Rust, pillaging the villages, griefing the kids.
Infantry reporting.
How's that been going?
Sir.
Pretty toxic game, pretty fun though.
Construction complete. Cannot deploy here.
Basically, you destroy someone's base and then make it so they can't use their base anymore after they spend about 3 days building the base.
Construction complete. Building.
Infantry reporting.
Construction complete.
Infantry
It's not TS, you know, but
Unit lost.
It's interesting the bottom left wasn't chasing my
Building.
Titans.
loud and sir. Orders
I built a
infantry reporting.
carry.
Loud and clear.
Go pick off his pad if you want.
Unit lost.
Loud and yes, sir.
My Sams are
Yes, sir.
a bit of an issue.
Unit
Kill that Titan
lost.
then.
Unit ready.
You got it. Yes, sir. Moving out.
who you guys playing
Unit
versus?
lost.
Obeyed
Construction
and
complete.
somebody
Unit
else.
ready.
Unit ready. Waiting orders. Sir.
Shoot the right Titan, front one.
Waiting orders. Sir. You got it. Sir.
Unit ready.
He's in trouble.
Top left's at me.
No problem. Sir.
Unit ready.
Orders received. Unit reporting.
Building.
Infantry reporting. Loud
Structure sold.
Pilot, sir. Waiting orders. Over and out. Reporting. You got it.
Unit ready. Cannot deploy here.
Yes, sir. Pilot reporting. I'm on, sir. Sir.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. Over and out. I'm ready. Unit ready. Moving out. Waiting orders. Pilot report. Over and out. On my way.
Unit ready.
Waiting orders. Over and out. Pilot. Unit ready. Yes, sir. On my way. Yes, sir. No. Yes, sir. Orders received.
Unit ready.
On my way. Yes, sir. Unit reporting. You got
Unit
it.
lost.
On my way. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Oh, out of sync.
Player was defeated.
The end was near. Okay.
I didn't receive.
All right, let's split up for one of these games. You want to go? You want to go with Saints or do you want to go with Obeyed?
Excuse me, I've got to sit out for a few minutes. I need to sort my son out.
Oh, okay.
Back in a minute. Just gonna put it on mute. You don't hear screaming.
Hey, Obeyed, you guys, do you ever play Saints 101?
Okay.
Have you played them before?
No.
Here, how about here, you guys play one-on-one, and then I'll give you some random tips while you're playing. Maybe it'll help you or help some other people watch it. Go random.
Okay.
All right. So, what are your thoughts going into the game one-on-one, Obaid? Let's hear how you're thinking at the start.
Hang on, just
I cannot share my thoughts because my English is not that good.
Oh, that's all right. What are you saying, Saints?
just figured I'd get on the Discord channel.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Make it easier for you.
Yeah, perfect. Glad you're on.
Hi, Saints.
Hello. You're Obaid, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright, we got Obaid and Saints in the chat. So you guys play your normal games, and then I'll just kind of be giving some tips, which will mess it up a little bit, but, you know, just more for fun, but also learning. So you guys always know... What's that, Saints?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, this is on live stream, too, so the video will be posted later on. It's going live right now, but you can watch the live stream video.
Okay.
So obviously in the beginning, you guys already know from watching videos that, like, you want to scout the map from all corners, and you want to try and scout the other person while anti-scouting. And then you want to go with your strategy, whatever you think that is. Bottom left has more money, so typically they're doing some version of rush, 2, 3, 4 refs in the beginning, and top right is usually doing 4 or 5 refs so that you can see what the heck is going on and counteract with the money difference. Are you guys both using the hotkey buttons to repeat building?
Yeah, always.
Obey, do you use hotkeys to repeat last building?
Yeah. Yes, I use them.
Good. So, Saints, obviously spread out your hits.
Selling, repair, online, offline.
So, Obey, you got to do a better job of spreading out your anti-scouts. You can put them on guard, groups of 3 or 4. A little bit. You could have done it a little bit wider out. Same way with Saints are getting scouted. Dude.
Oh crap! Yeah, just.
So if anyone sends an inf rush, usually you send it between 2 and 3 refs to be kind of quick, especially in one-on-one. And you can always adjust from there. And bottom left, you have 2 options. Oh, you can either get the blue tib because you want more money faster, or you can tib out the earlier front side of the tib so that you can get closer to the future tib with building your refs slower. Getting scouted again, man. So, Obaid, you're a little slow on building. I don't know if you're broke or what, but you gotta get a little faster on building, and you can't build too much units if you're gonna go broke. Is your base got a? Why'd you build 2 pads, Saints?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Why'd you build 2 pads?
To make sure that if one gets destroyed, then I always have a second one.
Don't do that early on because you're gonna slow yourself down. Every extra 5 seconds helps, and then you're gonna lose a little bit of money. I mean, if there's a legitimate threat, then obviously do it. But at that point, there was no threat of inf or bomb or anything. And you have top right scouted, right? I think I saw infantry up there.
Yeah.
Okay. So even if I'm talking to you guys or talking to people on stream, feel free to tell me to shut up. But also, make sure you watch what's going on. Make sure you watch what's going on the map.
Let's see, because
this.
And if you're doing that type of BO with what you're doing, you probably want to get that blue chip with your harvs.
This.
Diz, so you want to have at least a SAM. You want to sell that service, get the money, and get the inf from it. Now get ready to put everything over towards that Dizzer.
Oh fuck.
oh crap!
Sell it.
Base under
Oh,
attack.
you gotta sell, man.
That was a-
putting engineer. Very well.
That was a bit rusty control on me, but
Oh, another this.
You're wasting your titans, man.
Oh fuck.
So now, Saints, you want to look at, like, you want to analyze what's going on here. So if I'm looking at both bases, I'm seeing his. He's low on money, so obviously he's building a ref. He doesn't have any advanced attacks. So I would just put all the pressure on him. I would send all my titans and the Dizzer.
oh yeah, good point. I thought he was tech, but
Yeah, I think he might have, which is fine. But, I mean, at the moment, when he has one ref, you know that he's stopping to build a refinery, so he wouldn't have an attack out right away. And the more pressure you put on someone...
oh crap!
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh crap! I forgot. I forgot.
So good. But, you know, when you put a lot of pressure on somebody, that forces them to go defense anyways. Like, if he has 5 titans and you're sending 6 or 7 titans at him and a Dizzer, even if he's tech, he can't really build a disruptor right away. So, anytime you can put a lot of pressure on, you want to do it. So it's... And Obeyed, you don't want to put your war factory there, man. You usually want your war factory to the right of that MCV. That way when you have 2 refs, an MCV, and a war, they're all in a square and easier to guard. Right now you're so spread out that he can pick you apart. And they're so close together that he can easily shoot through both of those. So you want to be expanding. I wouldn't have probably built another ref where you're at, Saints. I probably would have been expanding while doing all this. Because you're going to be out of that tib in any moment.
Oh yeah. I just got to keep that in mind.
Spread your titans. Walk your titans. Shoot the MK, dude. Oh, you used your engineer way too early. Good game.
I didn't use engineer. He's still there.
Oh, he's still there. Okay.
Oh no, I used it, sorry.
He's hiding. So, good game.
This is done. I'm done.
Yeah. You guys should rematch. Bottom left, blue Tiberium is an advantage, and then Obeyed, you were pretty sloppy with your unit control. So like if I was recapping this game, you look at the major errors and you say, okay, when Saints landed that disruptor in your base, Obeyed, You should have sold that ref so you'd have a little more money. Because you know he's going to one-shot. You can't kill a disruptor fast with only 2 Titans. So you'd want to sell that.
I was trying to put engineer in.
Yeah. Still, it's probably just better off to sell it. And then secondly, when you had 5 Titans in him, he already had 6 Titans. So, like, you're going to lose that battle. So you're better off to retreat or retreat to middle and bring the rest of your Titans down and then put pressure on them. You don't want to waste units because that's how the game's between 2 good players. It's like they're all doing similar stuff. And then in the end, the person who wasted less material usually ends up winning. So join me and switch spots. I mean, I think you guys are pretty evenly matched if you guys are both playing your A games. So Obeyed, you go bottom left, and Saints go top right.
Alright, so that's position 4 right, see.
Pick your color, Saints.
Oh yeah. I'll just go.
Alright, here's the rematch. We'll see how they do. What's up, Trooper?
Oh, Trooper's here as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I could play, and I want to give these guys a chance to rematch because my wife's about to be there. When the wifey's home, I have no play in me. I head to the gym, and then head to my son's basketball game. Alright guys, so same thing, right? So know what type of strategy you want to do. Start off that way, and then if it's not working, you have to adjust based on what your opponent's doing and what's working. Scout the map. You guys both have to anti-scout better. Put, cut off angles about, what, 6 inches outside your base, all around your base?
Wait, is that it?
Maybe.
I always see like Top Rush and Tiger going all out on very far anti-scouts.
Yeah, as far out as you can, right? If you can cut them off as far out as you can. So like 6 inch, probably like a foot outside your base.
6 inches is huge. Don't forget.
Size matters, energy. Okay, so Saints, make sure you
6 inches is like from top left. It's like to the middle of the map.
put your barracks on alt, like alt it out towards 6 inches out. That way they get out there faster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Trooper, if you got a mic, dude, jump on the mic.
Game's a bit laggy.
So bottom left, spread out your anti-scouts in groups of 3 or 4. You can put them a little farther out and just make sure you put them in the common areas. Obviously the first area you want to cut off is like that straight to your base from the middle path. And you want to see what they're doing, if they're bringing one or lots of scouts.
Yeah, you want to cover the common routes for the scouts. Put one here in the middle.
So now you obviously see a bunch of scouts, you should pull your imp towards it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you only have, exactly what Rob said, if you only had 1 refinery and 2 harvesters, you want to control your second harvester a little bit better, like you would have dumped when it was half full. That way you don't have them backed up waiting for each other. Same thing with top right. So you're doing a good job of scouting all areas of the map, Saints. That's good. Blue, you got some out there too. I don't know if you got all 4 corners. I didn't see.
I did. Just need to get a scout in there. Let's see where we...
He's doing a good job anti-scouting.
Anti-scouts are pretty good.
So you don't have that many inf and not that many discmen, so I don't know if you're saving your money or what your purpose is there, but usually if you watch a lot of good players, they're building like 1 or 2 discmen and a bunch of infantry until their second ref is built, and then they stop building.
Oh, crap.
You're doing good so far. Both of you are doing good so far. I don't know if I'd be building a full power plant. You could have built just a turbine to save time and money, but it's not that horrible. But every extra 3 or 4 seconds against a good opponent matters.
You both need to be much more aggressive with the quantity of infantry that you build, especially with that build order. So that you almost want to take it to the point where you're almost close to running out of money, but you never quite run out of money. You both could have had much bigger infantry.
Bottom left, you're wasting your infantry, both of you. So you should sell your radar. If you're not comfortable doing that, you have to get comfortable playing with no radar. And,
I'm comfortable without.
And have you scouted bottom left? Did you get any scouts in yet or no? Is bottom left scouted or no?
Partly scouted.
Okay. So when you're doing a 4 ref build order or 5 ref, is if you know what the person is doing, you can either build Titans right away or a harvester, depending on your money and what you think they're doing.
So I see he's going for an early Titan rush.
So he should have waited with his infantry and used his Titans to squish. But good job by you. You're going to have an idle harvester, which happens, but get that harvester working.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
And if you're broke, you can't really save your service. If you've got good economy, you can save the service. Nice bomb. Move your stuff, Obey. Pay attention, bro. Okay, cool. So, I don't know why you're saving your service if you're broke, but that's up to you.
Oh yeah. I always forget about these things.
That's why we're coaching a little bit for fun. It's harder to play when someone's talking in your ear, but you start getting the thoughts of some of these better players, then you'll become better.
Well, I actually think it helps a lot.
Yeah, so you see everything that's going on, you know. You're doing good.
What I see as...
If you're hurting on money, you don't need the 3rd ref, but if you're doing good on money, you can keep it. But you gotta keep building units or something, dude, because you see he's sending more stuff at you, and you're way behind. So when he's got multiple attacks, like Titans from different angles, perhaps a tech unit, you want to start numbering your units to different ones. So like he has 4 Titans below you, they're hurt, so you need 3 or 4 Titans in a group, like number 1, and then just go take care of those with 1. Now he's got Dizzer in you got to kill the Dizzer. So bring 3 Titans below and put the rest to guard the Dizzer. Yeah, spread out your Titans. You got none of them by your top of your base. And now he's got 6 leftover Titans. So you're going to need to meet him with 6 Titans on his Titans when they get near your harvesters. And you're going to need to have like 4 Titans for his disruptor. So back up just a little bit. And Obey, you want to keep being aggressive, man. Wisely. Charger bomber.
I'm taking heavy fire.
Control your Titans, Charger bomber. You can put a few of your infantry on his carry-all. on the disruptor. That way it's forced to fly around.
Base under attack.
Bad disruptor, good defense. Alright, so now you want to analyze what's going on the map, and then what's your best strategy. And whatever you're building right now, you have to have a good reason why you're building it.
Is OB still in here?
I think so. Obeyed, you're in your room, but
I don't know if he's still in here.
oh, he might have left the chat. Let's look. I'll look. Let's see. Discord. Obeyed's in here, yeah.
What the fuck is that bomber doing? I hate it when they do that.
And you have your bombers sitting on the ground with one shell in it, so I guess use the one shell now, and Saints, use your bombers.
I'm so broke right now.
Oh yeah, my bombers.
Dude, your ref's been building forever, Obeyed. What the hell?
I forgot about it.
Ooh, control your Titans better, Saints. Good job, Obeyed. Q 'em. You guys gotta Q your Titans. See, I know you're busy, but while you're doing this, you should have sent your Dizzer. You gotta do two things at once. And you have to read the map too at the same time, like see what he's doing, what's going on. Obeyed, you have to have at least
like,
a SAM up.
It feels like watching left and right. It's very difficult. Like do all these things all at once.
Sure, but you gotta learn to do it, man.
Yeah, it's the only way to get better.
Obeyed, you need
I'm
a
so
central
broke right
SAM.
now.
Spread out your Titans, and you need a SAM. Q back,
Base
Q back.
under attack.
Oh, you put down the refinery too early.
OB, you know what's top? You're not going to be able to use those Titans, buddy.
Yeah, you better, OB, you better...
You're better off sending them
Well, I
home.
guess you can spread them, maybe. You can use your EMP if it's ready. Oh. Shit, who knows what's going on? No power, or what's going on? Hey, control your harvesters, OB, once you're done. Save your Titans, control your harvesters. Don't waste, don't waste. You can have a bomber ready soon, too. So, OB, you needed a SAM in the center of your base, or somewhere near there. And Saints, you could have, he had no SAM and only like 2 Titans, so with your Disser attack, you could have faked one side of his base, he runs after it, and then you go the other side. So most of us probably would have faked his refineries, and then went up to Saint.
OB, right, at the moment, top right is now out of Tiberium. He's going to have to expand. Pull those Titans back. You just need to keep him penned in now. So you get an MK and just camp. You just got to try and keep him contained in top right. Stop him from expanding, and you've got to expand. You're going to have to go long game now. So you need to get these harvesters that are coming down to this tib, you need to take them out now. Q left, get that half.
Shoot and walk.
Q. Q left, Q left, Q left, that's it. Keep queuing. Right, and just get out of there. Just save them, save them. You see, if you have an MK, you should have had an MK. You could have taken out his refineries with your MK, or at least make him use his M. You guys need to double up your attacks a bit more. So tits and MK, or tits and a disruptor.
That's a good point. And where you're both at right now, both of you could afford to start building some silos and coming like really close to your expansion tib, as opposed to just building expansion refineries so far away. And you have an idle harvester, top right.
Not gonna lie, my economy is like Nigeria.
That's optimistic.
Very optimistic.
Right, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to what's going on. Both of you. See the map.
Right, Obi, you can just go and destroy his halves. Just go and kill his halves. And get those expansion refs and kill his halves. Stay out of range of his EMP.
Yep. Shoot that component tower.
Right, and ride out and use your MK. Ride out and meet his titans, because his titans are all in a long line, so you can pick them off.
See, if you would have built one disruptor to go along with this, it'd be a lot harder to defend.
Nice bomb.
Nice bombs, yeah.
Keep using that MK.
You gotta sell your expansion stuff scenes. Or EMP it.
Yeah. I was being too greedy right here. That's my bad. Yeah, it's GG. I'm out of economy, so.
Ooh. Obeyed with the W! Nicely done.
Well played.
So,
Well,
Obeyed,
I was being very greedy at the end.
Yeah, you said all the stuff to me.
But you know what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say the one thing that that would have changed the game was, you know, when you had your disruptor in him in bottom left and you got his refinery, his conyard was completely open. You could have just gone to the hand corner of his conyard, force fire through it, queued away, you'd have killed his conyard, and you'd have kept your disruptor alive, and then he wouldn't have been able to expand because he wouldn't have needed to build. That was your one opportunity to turn it around. Yeah, it's easy because I'm spectating the game, so I'm not having to control stuff at the same time. But it's little things like that you've got to try and keep, little windows you've got to keep an eye open for.
I thought, like, initially I thought when his refineries were out and his helipads were out, I thought it would take a longer time to recover, which gave me opportunity to build more Titans and, like, expand, but I think I underestimated the time it took for him to recover.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with...
Or overestimate.
If you can get the conyard at a really... So, for example, there's a point where everybody needs to start expanding. So you run out of your Tiberium in your main base and you've got to expand. You can only expand if you can build buildings. And if you'd have got his conyard at that particular time, he wouldn't have been able to expand because he would have to build a new conyard whilst his harvester would go in. So he's not building units, he's not building Titans, he's not building bombers. He can't afford to build bombers because his harvesters are going to have to go over to his expansion tib and then come all the way back to his base to unload.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
he's not expanding.
Hi guys, I gotta run for a bit so somebody else set. But Energy, keep giving those tips. Those tips are right on. If you would have faked to the refineries, took the MCV, and then got a few more things, you would have won that game for sure. Even if you would have got that refinery that you got and then flipped to the MCV, you would have won the game or been way closer. So watch that back on stream and just think about, you know, all the little small things that we're talking about, and just keep practicing.
I'll have a check when it's up. And
like he was just saying, there's, you know, in the beginning of the game, if someone's got good economy, a lot of TIB, and you take their MCV, it's really hard to stop their counter because they're just going to pump stuff at you. But mid-game or when their TIB is low and you take their MCV and they're not expanded, now they can't do really anything. They can't pump stuff at you or not that much, and they still got to rebuild an MCV and expand, so you would have been at a major thing there. So
yeah,
it's all good, man. You guys are pretty close in skill set at the moment, so it's really who just works on some of the fine-tuning things. And I think the one thing that Obaid has above you at the moment is he's slightly more aggressive. And if you're going to err on either being a little bit too defensive or a little bit too aggressive, being more aggressive is going to be better for you. So,
Right.
I'll catch you guys later on. I'm going to stop the stream, and if I can get back on, I will.
See you later.
Thanks for the tips and the commentary. And,
Anytime, buddy.
see you guys later.
Thanks for being a good sport.